Welcome to Solutions Studio. This is a free series on C programming language. If you like these videos, please subscribe to follow along with this series. Also, please like and leave a comment and share the video to help spread this series. Welcome to this episode, and in this episode I want to introduce you to arithmetics in C. So let's get started. First operation that we have is addition. And the operator for addition is a plus sign. And let's have an example, 2 plus 3, or maybe we can have A plus B. The next operation is subtraction, and the operator for subtraction is a minus sign. And we can have an example of 10 minus 5, or minus 5 minus 5. The next operation that we have is multiplication. The operator for multiplication is asterisk. And let's have an example. 2 times 3. The next operation that we have is division. The operator for division is a forward slash. And the example is like 10 divided by 5. And the last operation that we have is remainder or mode. Remainder, the operator for that is percent sign, and the example could be 10 mode 3. I would like to ask you to put the results of the examples here that I have written in the comments below. That's it for this episode. I hope to see you in the next episode. Dividing one integer by another, that is integer division, yields an integer result. So if I have defined my variables as integers, the result of the operations on those variables will always be integers, and there will be no floating point or decimal point results. As you can see here, I have created this small program which I'm trying to divide 7 by 4, and here's the operation for that, a division operation and a mode operation. Now let's go and execute this program. You can see that the result of division for 7 divided by 4 is 1, and the result of mode for 7 mode 4 is 3. And as I said before, dividing one integer by another yields always an integer result. Also remember that if you try to divide 0 by 0, it will be a fatal error and the program will not proceed. Let's go and see this. You can see that we don't have any result, even the text did not appear because the program had a fatal error and wasn't able to run properly. In C programming language, the rules for operator precedence is the same as algebra. And the operator precedence rule specifies the order that C uses to evaluate expressions. The very first expressions that are always evaluated first is expressions grouped in parentheses. And if we have multiple levels of parentheses, the inner levels are evaluated first. Then multiplication, division and mode operators are evaluated second. And thirdly, addition and subtraction are evaluated. Finally, the assignment operator will be evaluated at last. In the next episode, we are going to have an example on this one, and you will be able to understand this better. Hello and welcome to this episode. In this episode, we want to convert this algebraic expression into a C expression. Now let's go and get started. M is equal to A plus B plus C plus D and plus e divided by 5. Now it's very important to cover this part into a parenthesis so that C understands to evaluate this part first and then divide this part into 5. Now let's go and add the parentheses because it's very important to have the parentheses. And that's it. This is a correct C expression for this algebraic expression. Now let's go and convert this algebraic expression into a C expression. Let's start by y is equal to m times x plus b. This is a correct expression even without having parentheses on this side because the multiplication operation has precedence over addition, and even if we don't add parentheses, this expression is still correct and is equivalent to this algebraic expression. Now let's go and convert this algebraic expression into C expression. Z is equal to P times R mod Q plus W divided by X minus Y. And there will be no need for parentheses at all for this expression because of the precedence that will take place in C. This C expression is equivalent to this algebraic expression. Now let's go and have a test and see which expressions will be evaluated first. The very first part that's going to be evaluated in this statement is going to be this part, and C always starts from left to right. So this part will become the number one part that's going to be evaluated. Next, the mode part is going to be evaluated. This is the second part that's going to be evaluated. Now going on, this part will not be evaluated because addition has a lower precedence compared to division or multiplication or mode. So the third part that's going to be evaluated is going to be this part, and this part will not be going to be evaluated next because C will start once again from the beginning and it will go from left to right. This part is evaluated, this part is evaluated. Now this part is going to be evaluated. This is going to be number 4. The addition is going to be number 4 operator that's going to be evaluated. And going on, this part was already evaluated. Finally, the subtraction is going to be evaluated. And once again, once all this part is evaluated, the very last part that's going to be evaluated is the assignment operator, and the assignment operator will be evaluated, and the total value of this expression is going to be assigned for Z. And that's how the precedence work in C. I hope you have got a good understanding of precedence and arithmetics in C. To develop a better understanding of how operator precedence work in C, let's go and have a look at this example. Here I have a second degree polynomial, y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c, and I will substitute these values to this equation. Let's go and find out the order that C will evaluate this equation. First, the first part that's going to be evaluated is going to be this part, a times x. This is going to be the first part. This is going to be the second part. We will go past addition, and this is going to be the third part. And then we will come back again and we'll start from the beginning of this equation. This is going to be the fourth part, the addition. And finally, the last addition is going to be the fifth part. And finally, the assignment is going to be the sixth part. Now let's go and substitute these values to this equation. And now the first step is going to be this operation, or this part. Y is equal to 10 times 5 plus 3 times 5 plus 7. The second step is going to be y is equal to, this is the second step, 10 times 5. 10 times 5 is going to be 50. 50 plus 3 times 5 plus 7. The third step, y is equal to b times x, which is 3 times 5. 50 plus, okay, I've made a mistake. There's supposed to be only one multiplication in here. 3 times 5 is 15 plus 7. Now let's go and see the fourth step. The fourth step is equal to y. Fourth step is in here, which is 50 plus 15. That is 65 plus 7. The fifth step is going to be y is equal to this last addition in here, which is the fifth step. 65 plus 7 is equal to 72. And the sixth step is obviously the assignment of y to 72. The assignment of 72 to the y, which is this assignment part, and y gets that value of 72. That's it for this episode. I hope you've got a good understanding of how precedence work in C, and I hope to see you in the next episode.